What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mustang Mike S197 coming back at you with another video. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. So today's video is kind of want to go over, well, not go over. So I'm gonna. It's a 3-minute video. So I'm not gonna go over it too much. I want y'all to hear it from her point of view. It's a video basically telling why men are, and this is for you ladies if y'all want to know, like mainly for y'all this one. If y'all want to know why men are afraid of marriage, afraid of relationships, etc. And you'll see it's some open dialogue between another woman and two other men. And this woman, her name is Dr. Helen Smith, and she's a forensic psychologist. And it seems like she's like an advocate for men, because a lot of times people won't listen to men. So sometimes it takes a woman to kind of speak up for them, to say what they can't or want to say but they can't. So like I said, it's a 3-minute video, so just bear with me. I'm gonna let the whole 3 minutes play, and then we're gonna go over just a little bit afterwards and talk about it. But yeah, man, we'll be right back.
Men look at things in terms of cost analysis, and the penalties for marriage are so high and the rewards now are so low. First of all, there's legal costs of marriage. There are so many men now who are just saying, you know what, it's just not worth it to me. I'm going to be stuck paying the alimony. I'm going to be stuck paying for child support. And it's not just legal reasons. It's also psychological ones, where men feel that basically they don't really have rights in marriage. Women hold all the cards now in reproduction and all kinds of things, and men don't.
Well, that's all true. I mean, I agree with that completely. But it still doesn't absolve men of the responsibility to stop complaining about how the cards are against them and man up and become men, because you don't become a man until you assume responsibility.
What man would take such a raw deal? I don't consider that a man.
Well, it's not a raw deal. You derive deep satisfaction as a man by taking responsibility for other people. That's the only place you get deep satisfaction.
So men are supposed to take a really bad deal and sign their rights away, and you call that a good deal. Look, you would understand economic rewards. You did. Well, that's good, and maybe you have a really good wife, but a lot of men don't feel that way.
But see, Doctor, here's where I get confused. And forgive me, I just went to a wedding last night, so I'm feeling all loved up.
Euphoric?
Very, very, because it was beautiful. At any time that you do see a wedding, the hope is renewed, and it does remind you of what's great about marriage. And so you act as though marriage is such a raw deal for men, but you do get companionship, and you get love, and you get a family, and I see men enjoying all of that and embracing all of that.
That's a different topic. Those are also things that you can get with a relationship. We're talking about the legal aspect of marriage. I'm talking about the political and the legal ramifications of marriage, where men aren't getting such a good deal there. And there are thousands of men across the country that I've spoken to and that will tell you differently. And the statistics are bearing that out. A lot of men, you think men need to man up, but to man up, you have to be getting something out of that relationship. What you're saying is that men are getting something just by having a woman. They're just
but here's the thing. They're allowed. The one thing I agree with you on is men are getting away with having children without marrying the woman.
They're not getting away with it. What's happening is a lot of women, number one, don't want them. The lower level women, what's happening is 40% of the women who are breadwinners, a lot of those lower level women are making $17,000 to $23,000. Those women use the government to pay for themselves. They don't want a man. So rather than, some men are just opting.
Why hasn't a man written this book? Why hasn't a man written this book?
Because men can't speak up. I'm here to speak up because people will actually listen to a woman. It's really unfortunate. I want the next man, and I'm hoping by this book that next man is out there.
What's frustrating? Hold on, I want to say something as a man, because this always is frustrating when I see commercials when men sort of speak up. They're acting like men, right? And all these commercials are out there where the man's like the lazy guy on the couch.
He's a tool.
But look what the culture is doing to the men. The culture is telling men, you are no good. You are no good in marriage. You are no good. Even you all are here saying man up to men, and that's a really negative message to be sending to men.
But what do you think the solution is?
The solution is for us to have fair laws and things for men, and to also, these commercials, we need to look at the culture and say, you know what, quit treating men like trash. Seriously, we treat men very poorly in this society.
All right, and we back. So, all right, so y'all got to see it. Y'all got to see it from a woman's perspective, and not just a woman, a professional, on what's going on in the culture in this day and age, in our generation, in this society, what's going on between men and women. And actually, you know what? I even wrote some of it down so I didn't forget what I was going to say. So she talks about the penalties for marriage. There's no rewards for men. The legal costs, the psychological shit that they go through. My back keeps down. And then the gentleman, he chimed in and said, "Oh well, men derive like they get satisfaction from taking responsibility. Now, they don't get satisfaction for taking responsibility of some bullshit, of them getting a half-ass deal. Like that's not deriving satisfaction. That's some simp shit. That's some bullshit. That's not like who the hell want to go through like. And this is what they talk about basically when it comes to legal ramifications. When it comes to marriage, most of the time, majority of the time, sometimes it is women, but majority of the time when it comes to alimony, the men have to pay it. All the other legal ramifications, the men have to pay for it. The woman usually comes out on the other side doing good. She's usually pandered to, where the men gets the shitty side. And that's just society. Men get it hard, the women get swaddled and pandered to. So, and then she says, well, there should be fairness and equal legal rights for men, the same way there is women. And they talk about, see, people talk about equality when it benefits them. Yeah, and that's another thing. The culture. They also spoke about how the culture belittles men. Like if you look at TV shows like The Simpsons, Family Guy, you see where even like Rick and Morty, where Beth is always fucking with Jerry, you know what I'm saying, like belittling him, like like he a little bitch, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But y'all see it, and they like treat the husbands or treat the men like trash, like they not shit. They make them look bad. So in turn, a lot of times women treat men like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause there's no consequences for it. So I'm not like, I wasn't going to talk too much on it. She did more speaking than I could, but y'all see where she's coming from and y'all see what's going on in the world. Long story short, men don't want to get married. Like, and I think it's about 60 or 70% of the divorce rate comes from women. Women are the ones that initiate the divorce. So men feel as though there's no reward for it. Now there is a lot of couples out there that do make it, that make marriages look beautiful, that last a long time. You know, it is out there. But in this day and age, in our society, on social media, what we see the most of is toxic relationships, masculinity versus femininity. A very sensitive world, sensitive to everything, where a man could be afraid of trying to help a woman carry bags to a car or something because he might get looked at as a predator. So like, there's tons of this stuff all over YouTube and on social media and on the news. Like you see this all over the place. Like, so men they tiptoe on how they approach women now. Period. So a lot would have to change. And one of the things that specifically would need to change is the fairness and the legal system, the court system, everything when it comes to men and women. But I don't really know. There's not much more to say on the topic. I mean, it's all over the place. Y'all could just pull it up, search it, find it yourself. But yeah, I appreciate a woman actually speaking up and, shedding some light on it from a woman's perspective. So, but anyway, y'all, that was just not even quick. I just want to go over. All right, that's all. So do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, comment, let me know what y'all think. Tune in for more, hit that notification bell so y'all don't miss any videos when I put them out. Follow me on Instagram, liken_777. I will eventually, I keep saying it, have someone on here to have open dialogue. And I might even start doing YouTube streams like the live. So that way I can like read your comments and we can go back and forth, and actually have, my bad, y'all. The camera cut out while I was talking about what I was saying. But anyway, long story short, I will probably start doing YouTube live streams as well. That way I can read your comments and we can have an open discussion. That way it's just not so much in the video of just me rambling on and y'all hearing my input. And like, I want to hear y'all input. I want to have a discussion on it, on the topics. So anyway, that's it, y'all. Have a good night. Stay safe. Peace.